Why, hello. Hi. It's your boy HH. Have hope. And I'm just, chilling, Got my little juice. It's real good. Real good. Eminem. We're gonna build up. Because I want to take this nice and slow. I want to take this nice and slow. Because when I take the L's, you'll get me. This is really so. But when I win, I wanna make it so slow. I wanna make it so slow for you. That's what I wanna do. I wanna make it so slow. So we're gonna talk about Juventus has been held by Lecce. I won't even talk about this whole De Bruyne Messi thing situation because there's a very good debate there. Then I'm gonna get on my sick. Then I'm gonna talk about sick. I'm gonna talk about that 3 thing on sick, because a lot of you said sick ain't gonna do nothing. So I told you his new name is Thick. That's his new name. His new name is Thick, And after that 3 G's, I think Thick's gonna do some things. And Chelsea looking alright. Chelsea looking alright. So haters, please leave. This is the thing right now. So let me just say public service announcements. If you're a hater, this is the time for you to debate. The name of this stream is called Friends. So the title you see there is wrong. The name of the stream is called Friends. This is called Vor. Let's build things up. Let's build things up. Let's build things up, man. Can this Juventus team really cope without Cristiano? That's the main thing. Can they cope without Cristiano? Are they wholly reliant on Cristiano? And if that's the case, I don't know whether I can pretty much back this team with regards to actually trying to win this CL. That's my thinking, because again, the only way that you can win this CL is if you can operate without Cristiano, because the reason why Juve were unable to win that CL was that they were too reliant on Cristiano. This dude was pretty much doing everything. So, but my main beef is with Paulo Dybala. I believe in Dybala. Dybala is a really good player, and I feel that Dybala can fit into Sarri's system because Dybala is technically very good. He's not a fast player. He's not an explosive player. He's a technical player. And Sarri's system is built for technicalities. Allegri's system was never built for technicalities. So even if I thought that it was a bit unfair how he got left out under Allegri, it made sense with the kind of philosophy that Allegri had. But the kind of philosophy that Sarri has perfectly fits Dybala. And I would have thought in that game, with Juve having so much possession, Dybala, you should be running things. You should be pretty much the pointsman in the way that Marek Hamsik was the pointsman for Napoli under Sarri. The way that Jorginho was the pointsman, so originally on the ball. But my issue with Dybala is that this guy, he keeps on hiding. He keeps on hiding. So, and that is why, as much as I believe in his talents, you can't just show up with like 2 goals in one game, then 5 games ghost out. That doesn't make sense. So you can't just play amazing for one game and literally be nothing for 5-6 games. You can ball out in one game, but you still have to be of a certain level in the other games. Mane doesn't score in every game, but he's still saying what's up in pretty much every single game. So for me, I think that was the real issue, because Juventus as a football club, you cannot be reliant on one dude. If you're telling me that without that one dude, you can't actually beat Lecce, that's embarrassing. Bernardeschi is trash. I think the dude now is trash. So that is maybe Dybala's lifeline, because let's say if everybody is fit, I don't know how Bernardeschi gets in that team. So I think if Bernardeschi comes out, then maybe there is space for having Dybala, Cristiano, and then Higuain in there. And for me, for Higuain, look, he'll never be an amazing striker. He had one great season and that's it. So the only thing is that let him just be there to really help to assist Cristiano, because I swear to you, if you rely on Higuain, you will fail. If you rely on Higuain, you will fail. But as much, and this is the beauty, this is just the thing that just makes me hate football and just sickens me. So Juve draw. And I was like, all you have to do is just win. And you now make things exciting. All you have to do is just win. Who the hell are Parma? When the last time Parma were relevant was when Buffon knew how to be a goalkeeper, and when they had flipping Cannavaro, flipping Crespo, flipping Chiesa, flipping Lilian Thuram, and what's that? I think the Sensio or Sensino or that Argentine dude. That was the last time Parma were relevant. So Inter, you knew that Juve dropped points, and you couldn't get it done and get the win. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. So that's why Juve are going to win that. Especially because for Juventus, they would have thought that, oh, damn it, man. Flip, we messed up, man. Inter going to get that W because they're not going to mess up. We just have to just keep riding and riding. But no, the Inter Milan team, they're not ready to win. Not ready to win. You have to take your chances in this title, especially when you're going up against the juggernauts. You have to know how to take your chances, and these clowns, they didn't know how to take their chances. So, Juve 9 in a row, 100%. So obviously, this show, obviously, we're going to be building up to the games tomorrow, like the Arsenal game, the United game, and obviously Liverpool Spurs. Big game. So I might drop my Liverpool Tottenham preview like a bit later on or not, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But I wanna let's start things off right now. With what we're doing in here. So basically, so City beats Aston Villa. Not City's greatest performance. Fernandinho, stupid, complete stupidity. You're winning 3-0. They ain't gonna come back. You know that your guy's missing, and you do that foul. Why? Oh, because you need to keep a clean sheet. Insane. Which just makes Pep's problems that much harder. But Sterling again scoring yet again, and I think Sterling's going to have another amazing season. I think if Sterling has another amazing season, or he even takes it to the very next level, Ballon d'Or can't ignore him. You cannot keep ignoring a dude who is scoring on such a high frequency. But the guy that really stood out for me was De Bruyne, and I was like, man, let's start this conversation. So, being, just the guy who's trying to speak out to people, I said, first of all, I put out this notion: is De Bruyne the best? De Bruyne might be the best passer in the world. De Bruyne might be the best passer in the world. We cannot ignore how amazing this guy's passing is. I've been looking at this guy closely, and I'm like, this guy's passing is flipping amazing. There are very few people in the world who has the same passing accuracy as him. Very, very few. Pirlo has retired. Xavi ain't around anymore. Riquelme ain't around anymore. And these are the dudes who I rank as some of the best passes that I've ever seen. So I say, you know what? He just might be the best passer in the world. And I say that's the only guy who I equate to him as a good passer is Messi. Cue the hate. Cue the hate from people. Because this is what I said. De Bruyne is a better long-range passer, mid-long-range passer than Messi. Messi is a better short-range passer. In terms of passing in tight spaces, in terms of through balls over the top, Messi is better. In terms of long-range passing, 40 yarders, switching play from 40, 35 yards, and crossing, De Bruyne is better. So you weigh it up as like who's the better passer and everything. If it's down to me, for passing, I would say De Bruyne is a better pure passer. Messi's amazing at passing, but I think Messi's strength is his dribbling and his technique. He's on the ball because I think it's his strength. De Bruyne's strength is his passing. But Messi fanboys, people who are so sad and have nothing better to do with their lives, these loser fanboys who all you do is you idolize a dude who couldn't give a crap about you, take this as some kind of an affront. Like, no, Messi's amazing at everything. How dare you compare De Bruyne to Messi? Messi's God and everything. You stupid, thick-headed idiots. You see, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what really pisses me off? I run the football hut here, and I love football. I love football more than any flipping club. Sorry, that's my thing. Who cares about your damn dumbass football club? Football means more than your flipping dumbass club. So I care about football. The most annoying thing is when, and I should try and stop it, but I'm trying to basically use Twitter less and use the phones less because it just gets annoying. But what is very aggravating is you can't have a objective conversation about footballing facts with someone because the person you're talking to doesn't actually care about football. They just care about idolizing a dude. It's a bit similar to religion and maybe a different discussion can be had with regards to fanatics. Because a lot of people who, let's say, they idolize a football player who are atheists and they insult people who are religious, what you do is pretty much similar to these people who are religious. And they say, oh, well, but Messi can't exist. I can touch him and everything. Yeah, but you're fantasizing a thing. And you're fantasizing a thing who pretty much for your life doesn't actually really exist because they don't really know that you exist. So, but my thing here is that it's about footballing objective truth. Messi isn't amazing at everything. He ain't no god. He's bloody amazing. He's flipping alien, but he's not amazing at everything. In terms of long-range passing, in terms of crossing the ball, De Bruyne is better. Some flipping moron I was talking to said,
well, but in Barcelona, they don't really cross the ball, so you can't really use Messi for that. But whenever Messi takes the corner kicks are very accurate.
I don't give a damn what the hell Barcelona play. The fact of the matter is De Bruyne is a better crosser of the ball than Messi. He is. So when you're just looking at passing overall, you can have the debate. Because I think that it is between Messi and De Bruyne right now. But when I look at passing, I look at entirety. And I just think that what De Bruyne can do from long range, mid range, short range, I think is greater than what Messi can do. And that's my thing, And nobody needs to hate on it, Nobody needs to flipping go crazy on it, but it's the truth. And guys, that is the accents that they use. I'm not exaggerating. That's the accents that they use. But I just think it is just strange that people cannot have mature conversations about football. You can't have mature conversations about football because, going back to De Bruyne, and this is just, a question I even said, The best passer I've ever seen, is Pirlo. Andrea is the best passer I've ever seen. I think that guy's passing, distributing the ball, insane. For me, I'm like, De Bruyne is that dude. You know, you may maybe bring in Riquelme in there. But bro, what De Bruyne is doing is stupid. You know, like, literally, almost from standing positions, this guy can just whip a ball in. And do you know what it's like? It's like FIFA. It's like FIFA. It's like, you know, double taps, circle, boom, and it just goes straight. It's almost like, you know, how you used to cross like in FIFA 996, where like from anywhere, that ball is just going to go like a flipping and boomerang, and just go straight onto the guy's head. So, and this is what I even said, like, you know, that is why he is like probably the player that I think Pep likes the most, and he's a player that I think Pep values the most, because Guardiola puts so much emphasis on passing. You know, he's so much emphasis on passing the ball. So I know some people here talking about Pogba. De Bruyne is a better passer than De Bruyne. Sorry. De Bruyne is a better passer than Pogba. Come on. He is. Pogba's strength isn't his passing. That's not Pogba's strength, you know. I think Pogba's strength is just his utility of many skills. But I don't think Pogba has a particular attribute that he's amazing at. I think his skill, his attitude is like, man, this guy is very good at so many different things. But De Bruyne, De Bruyne is amazing at shooting the ball. You know, he's an amazing shot of the ball. But I just think that his passing, I'm gonna say, I would say he is the best passer of the ball in the world. I would say that he's a best passer of the ball in the world. No. For me, whenever I looked at, I mean, the whole De Bruyne Pogba thing, if both are their best, I will still pick Pogba, because I think Pogba can do more for me than De Bruyne can. You know, just Pogba is much more of a game changer. I mean, and I've always said, like, for De Bruyne, and this is no slight to him, it's not an insult to him. I just think, you know, De Bruyne, I think he's very much like a systems merchant. Which isn't an insult. I just think like he's a systems merchant. So just to rewind back and just to sort of, you know, put an underline onto the this whole De Bruyne Messi thing, is saying De Bruyne is a better passer than Messi shouldn't be a shocker. And I think people who view it as some kind of, it's sacrilege, it is an offense to Messi that anybody could even come close to him. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This is the same dude who plays like a flipping bomb for Argentina. He ain't perfect. He's done amazing, extraordinary things. 100% he's done extraordinary things. But he ain't perfect, you know? And you can't just rewrite the narrative. You can't just ignore what you want to ignore and just focus on what you want to. No, if you look at the entirety of stuff, Messi has done some amazing things. Messi has had some garbage games, some complete, absolute garbage games. And when he's been needed the most, he's come up smaller than mini-me in some of those games. So let's look at everything. And if we're looking particularly towards passing, overall, through balls, long range, mid-range, crossing, take all those things into account. Overall, De Bruyne is overall a better passer than Messi. That's just what it is, and people just need to accept that fact, you know. So what do you guys all say, man? People get so defensive and hostile, very childish. I sometimes do it because I like to see people's reactions, but I just find it so weird that for some people, your life is just about idolizing dudes. So you're literally on Twitter all day saying, "Oh my gosh, I wish someone would just say something about Messi, someone about Messi." So so all day you're just looking for someone to say something derogatory about your goat. Normally it's me. So you'll run a search and like, oh my gosh, what? I'm like, give me a break, man. Guys, let's get those likes up, man. I don't know where the dislikes are coming from, man. Let's get those likes up. Primero, natural, man. Thank you to my mods in there. Get those likes up, guys. We've got 90 guys watching. Get those likes up, baby. Get those likes up, man. Yeah, no. I mean, as far as crossing goes, like, the Bruyne wins the crossing skills, man. He wins the crossing skills. Colchoneros, bro. Well done to you, Atletico boys beating Bilbao, but let's be real, Colchoneros, man. Atletico not winning La Liga. Like, I mean, sorry to break it to you, they're not winning La Liga. That's not happening. I think we all try to buy into the hype, but I think Costa is past his peak. João Felix still maybe needs another season. I don't think he's as good as people think he is. He's still very good, and I think he's got great potential. But he's still got great potential. He's better than Vinicius, though. I ain't saying Griezmann is a superstar player, and I've always said Griezmann ain't world class. But I do think Atletico are missing Griezmann. I do think that's what Griezmann brought to them in offensive sense. I think he's definitely missing them. And maybe, I don't know how it would work. Maybe if it probably doesn't work. Is there a way to play Morata on Costa? If there isn't, I do think that Morata probably deserves the starting spot out of Costa, and I think Costa maybe needs a stint on the bench to really reclaim himself. But I just think for Costa, for Costa, is it a case of also stop relying on your passport, by the way, Costa? But is it a case of he needs Conte? And Conte is the only guy to get the best out of him. I know that they fell out, but sometimes the guys, the people that you have arguments with are probably the people that know you the best. So, I don't really know how to really ride with that. But I just think that, I'm looking at Costa, he's just not the same. He's clearly not the same as he was, man. You see the Bruyne moving from City if they don't win a Champions League and Pep moves up. No, that is interesting. If Pep was to move, now that's the thing. If Pep took a sabbatical, De Bruyne may still be there. But I do believe that if, let's say, Pep said, you know what, I'm going to go back to Barcelona, or I'm going to go to Juventus, one of the players he would take, the first player he'd take is De Bruyne. He would. Maybe he'd take something, but I think definitely one of the first player that Pep would take is De Bruyne. I think that is one player that he says, no, that is that dude that I want, man. So Costa's done. Rodrigo Betts. Yeah. Output. No. I haven't said it before that Rodrigo, he doesn't look great, but I think that he's, from the little I've seen of him, he's performed better than Vinicius for me. He's performed better than Vinicius for me. So, all right, look, man, let's. Enough time has now passed, man. The sick, thy sick. We were lied to. We were lied to. We were told that this American dude can't play soccer. We're told that he ain't ready yet. We're told that he needs time to climb to the Premier League. He's not that good. He got benched by Sancho. He'd get chewed up and eaten out by the Premier League. But there was one dude that believed in the sick. One dude that believed in the sick. And it's just a very, very, very humble Nigerian called HH. A.K.A. Half Up. A.K.A. the kid. A.K.A. the golden king. A.K.A. that golden child. It's one dude. And it was me. That believed in what sick could do. I said that I've seen this kid. Put him in. Trial by fire. He may fail here, he may fail there, but I do feel that you put him in these games. Let him try and figure it out in a new league, in a tough league, and then let him try and show people that, you know what, I'm about the life and I can do something. And the dude gets a hat trick. There is no better way to announce yourself to a new club in the way that he did. And for those two, especially for the first two goals that he scored, is what Pulisic kind of brings this team, because the sick brings in a guy that goes straight. A guy that goes straight. Because Willian likes dribbling around in circles. Pedro likes dribbling around in circles, hence why I call them Pedrian. Because those guys don't know how to go straight. But for someone like a sick who, at any given opportunity, he has his head up and there is that forward motion, that forward darting motion. And I think that is very key and very important. So, and that's what I've always said about this sick man. It's like, he ain't going to be, I'm not going to say that this guy is going to become one of the best players in the world, I don't know. I'll ask the live chat, what is his potential? Can he become one of the best in the world? I don't think he can be. I don't think he can be, man. But yeah, I know it's Burnley, but so what? Burnley are a damn good team. We're Burnley in the Europa League, so Burnley are European pedigree. So he doesn't have to be a world-class student, and I don't think he will. I don't think we will ever. Okay, maybe ever is too much, but let's just say it's going to be a long time till we see an American player regarded as one of the best players in the world. It's going to be a very long time, because of just the infrastructure that exists in America and everything. We are not going to get an American who can pretty much be seated at the same table as like a Neymar, a Messi, and an Mbappe or an Us. We're not going to get that in a very long time. But as I said, like, that doesn't need to happen. You don't need this sick to be amazing. You don't need him to be fully world class. All you need is that he fits the team, and he helps the team win. He helps the team score goals. He helps the team create chances. That is all you pretty much need for him, And for America, of course, for America, they are really desperate that this guy is really that good that he can really come and perform and everything. But, don't put pressure on this kid. And you have to be realistic with what he is and what his upside is. Because if America now think that this is going to be their first superstar, you're mistaken. Now, you are right in saying he is already the greatest American football player of all time, 100%. Landon Donovan was never that good, so guys, stop it. Clint Dempsey wasn't that great. Dempsey was pretty good. He wasn't very good. Clint Dempsey at best was upper tier 3. At best. Landon Donovan at best was tier 3. The ceiling for the sick at his very best is tier 2. If he can go at the very best tier 2, like, he ain't ever sniffing upper tier 2. That's never happening. But his ceiling is he can just creep into tier 2. That's what I think the sick can do, which is what no other American player has ever been able to do. None. So who cares whether Donovan played for Bruyne? Who cares? I don't care who he. Michael Bradley was pretty good, because I believe Michael Bradley played for Roma. See, Michael Bradley was pretty good. Like, see, for me, I would actually put Michael Bradley above. I would probably put Michael Bradley above Clint Dempsey and Landon Donovan. Like, Michael Bradley was really good, But I think the sick is better. Like, when I look at the sick, I'm like, he looks like this guy is really a footballer. This is a guy that can really do some things, and just the way in which he can really affect the game is just on a much higher level than any other American player that I've seen. But Americans have to be realistic here. You're not going to get this. This isn't going to be the guy that is really just going to now motivate all of these American kids to now start taking football and everything. No, it's not that. Like, you need someone greater, And this is maybe another discussion as to, like, will America ever embrace football? Will they ever really understand it? Will they ever really sort of like come one to one with it? I don't know. Yeah, bro, he is the best American player of all time. So yeah, that's a fact. So yeah, but like that's why, like, you see, he was really good for Dortmund, really good, and that's why when I saw him for Dortmund, I was like, oh no, this guy's down. I'm good. This guy's far better than any other American player that I've seen. but he just couldn't get to that next level. Now, maybe it's a case, so maybe Lampard is the right coach to really reach into the next level, because I think he 100% needs coaching. He needs a coach to guide him and take him into the right way. Like, again, it's so lucky that Sterling found Pep. Like, I really believe you put Pulisic under a Klopp or a Pep, you will then see that tier 2 player for sure. I don't know how good Lampard's coaching is. That remains to be seen whether Lampard can actually improve players. My guess is that no. I'm still very impressed with what Lampard has done, because he has shocked me, because I thought this guy was a rookie who would pretty much do rookie things. So he's impressed, but I don't think that he's that guy to really take the sick to the next level. So, but look, man, that hat-trick shot a lot of people up. It shot a lot of people down, and I think that even for the sick, he will go home thinking that, man, no, I'm feeling really good there. Because people can say, oh gosh, it's only Burnley. What can Burnley do? A hat-trick is a hat-trick. A hat-trick is a hat-trick. But even more so, based on people writing him off and saying, that dude, it's huge. So how good do I think he'll be this season now? And I said this even before this game, and I said this before this game, 100%, I think he should start. I think my vision was, you have your striker there, either a Tammy or a bit Babatswai, Willian on number 10, Pulisic on one wing, Hudson-Odoi on another wing, and they just all alternate. And Willian, Hudson-Odoi, and Pulisic, they all alternate. I think that should be the starting. That should be the starting. But obviously, like, let's say Loftus-Cheek now comes in, and maybe Loftus-Cheek now slots into the Willian position. And I think that the guy can have a very, very productive season. A very productive season, where he can chip in and just, like, what he did here, score one or two goals here. If he doesn't score those goals there, I think he can then create, cross, and actually distribute and give a goal in for Tammy Abraham, give a goal in for all of these guys. So, yeah, man. Sky is not the limit. Sky is not the limit. Aim for beyond the sky. But this Chelsea team looks exciting. I think they can never be a big surprise package. And I feel that the sick can play a very, very important role for Chelsea and for Lampard, And I think that, put it this way, even if I don't think the sick is going to be the game changer that now suddenly gets Americans into football, because of the profile of the move and the kind of profile that's been around him, and there's been, and deservedly so, because I still believe he's the best player America has ever had, there's been more buzz around him than there was around Donovan. I even remember the time when they were trying to sell me off that land. Donovan was supposed to be this dude, and he was appearing on like MTV. And all of these American shows, I said, wait a minute. This dude is average. Maybe you guys don't understand or appreciate what football is, but as for me, who appreciates football, this dude is average. So why are you pumping on this flipping dude? Like he's your savior? Hell no. But Pulisic is different. I think, like, if he has a truly amazing season for Chelsea, I think it can at least begin for America to be like, oh, maybe we can do something. And this is maybe another kind of this discussion to be had, and I think we touched upon it on Talking Tactics. You have a sport in football that's only accessible to middle-class white kids, mainly middle-class white females. So if you have a country where mainly white middle to upper-class females play a sport, then you're not really going to get far, because football is a working class, lower class kind of sport. It's for people from the streets. Most guys from favelas and the streets, those guys are getting into football. So if you can't access those guys, and the main people that have access to soccer is white females, white middle class, upper class females, then I think that's stupid. But for the sick, bro, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy does this season. For sure. So yeah, so send in your questions, guys. Let's see what you guys are saying in that chat box, man, before we talk about Liverpool and Tottenham, man. Donovan was clutch in the 0-2 and 2010 World Cups. Can you please explain to me how he was clutch in those two World Cups? Did he take America to a semi? Did he? I wanted to know. Where did Real Madrid finish this season? Coach Norris, man. It's either going to be second or third. But I feel that second is likely. I think because I already believe that it's already set in stone. Barcelona will win, Real second, Atletico third. You know, because I don't trust Real Madrid this season, and maybe they need Mourinho. You know, maybe Uncle Mo is needed. And as I said again, if Uncle Mo can somehow make it to Real Madrid, I think that'll be huge. I think that'll be flipping huge, man. So let's look at the games coming in tomorrow. What else are you guys saying? Will Arsenal make top 4? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Like my top 4 now is that's a really good question. So City, Liverpool. So City, Liverpool. Third, and for me, I think, as I said again, it's going to be a 3-way hustle for the last 2 spots between Chelsea, Arsenal, and so between Chelsea, Arsenal, and Leicester City. Leicester City are going to be fighting for that top 4 spot, and because I don't believe in the consistency of Chelsea and Arsenal, I think Leicester City have a good... Because Leicester City, they will reach a rot. You know, they will get into a sticky spot where they lose games, draw games, and they're not really on form. But I just don't believe in Arsenal and other guys to really be on that much of a high level of form than them. So, but if you go to say it quickly, as of right now, and it will change, but as of right now, what would I say? City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and then Leicester City should just miss out. That's what I would say now. But again, hit me up later on. Hit me up in December, and then then it may change. Then it may change. Ansu Fati or Hudson-Odoi, who is better? I think Hudson-Odoi, because of his experience, I can trust him to do more. I would say that Ansu Fati is technically the better player. I think just based on just technique and technical ability, I think Ansu Fati is a better player. But I think Hudson-Odoi is more productive. Yeah, there you go. More productive, technically better. So it depends how you want to rolling through them, man. Paddy Power Jose, is that supposed to be a thingy? Bro, look, man, shout to Granada, man. I thought Granada were trash. I thought Granada were trash. So Granada are now sort of like in the top 4 right now. So well done to Granada, man. Uncle Mo isn't done, man. You see, people have to understand this, man. Uncle Mo can't be judged upon that United job. Are you now going to say Louis van Gaal is a crap manager based on what he did with United? United was just a poisoned chalice, and within that poisoned chalice, he still managed to win 3 trophies with them. So my thing is like George Mourinho, when he now has quality players around him, quality players, and he just not had those quality players. He just has not had those. He did not have those players for United. If he goes to a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich and Juventus and he flops, then okay, then we can say that he's done. You cannot judge him based on the useless bricks he's had at your United. That's unfair. That is completely and utterly unfair. Tammy should have played for Nigeria. No, not really. I respect his decision. Because it's all about what's right for you. It's all about what's right for you. I would have loved for him to play for Nigeria because, bro, I'm telling you right now, Tammy Abraham looks like a really good player. I am shocked by just how good this guy looks. This guy looks like a really good, like proper modern footballing striker, like really good. So I just imagine, my God, if Nigeria had a situation where you could either have a Tammy Abraham or a Victor Osimhen moving away from the era of flipping Igalo and that guy who shall not be named. It'd be great, but I have no beef against it. If he feels that he connects more to English culture and to England than Nigeria, fair enough. Like for people who are dual nationals, there is always that one. People are not 50 in life. They're not. I'm not. I'm technically a dual national, technically speaking, but I feel 100% Nigerian. I don't feel an ounce English. I feel 100% Nigerian. So there's some guys who are dual nationals, and they're like, yeah, but I feel more for this country than I do with this country. And that's not to hate on your mom or your dad, but you just feel more connected. So for Tammy Abraham, he just feels much more connected to England. Now I'll say for Tammy, you won't get the same love in England that you do in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you will be loved more and you'll be appreciated more than you will for England. That's just a fact. But no harm, no foul, man. It is what it is, man. I hold no beef for the dude, man. He will be the Nigerian Messi. Yeah. Why? What's wrong with that, man? What if Cristiano wins the Champions League and Euro? I mean, okay, he wins it. It's like another great achievement, another great milestone, And I know that it sounds like a broken record here and everything, but I will respect that achievement. I always like because I think Cristiano is now on. Wait, so 5. He's on 5 CLs now. So if he gets a 6th CL and 6 CLs with 3 different teams, I think that's amazing. And he's already in the history of the Champions League, already in the Champions League history. But to do that, bro, I think that'll be amazing. And to do that with another Euros, so back-to-back Euros, amazing. It's not the biggie. It's not. You got to win the biggie because that is what solidifies your status as a true legend. It solidifies. I mean, that is the same thing with Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant knew that no matter how good I am or how amazing I am, I've got to win a ring. I've got to win a ring. And for me, like, probably my favorite player or one of my favorite basketball players is Allen Iverson. 100%. I love the way that he played the game. But even Allen Iverson knows that, damn it, I had to win a ring. Like, not winning a ring did not really solidify his status. He's still revered, though. But if he had won a ring, that have really fully solidified his legendary status, So there's just always that one true trophy that you have to win. You just have to win. To really be considered a true great, you've got to win the greatest trophy. And I don't understand people who, because again, you can't change the rules to fit your narrative. Okay, like, objectively speaking, the World Cup is the greatest trophy. You can't just say, oh, it's no longer the greatest trophy right now. No, it's changing now. No, actually, the Champions League means more now. No, it doesn't. Sorry. Like, the World Cup always has been and always will be the biggest trophy. The Champions League is a big trophy. The Champions League is the biggest club trophy, but the biggest footballing trophy is the World Cup. The World Cup is what transcends football. Someone that doesn't know anything about football whatsoever, nothing about football whatsoever, they know about the World Cup. How many people who don't follow football know what the hell the Champions League is? Understand what the hell 2 legs mean? No, they don't. But the average man on the road knows what the hell the World Cup is, because it's called the World Cup. So when you just say the World Cup, people know, oh my gosh, it is that event that's every 4 years that the entire flipping planet watches. People that have zero interest in football, they watch the World Cup to cheer on their country, or they just watch the World Cup because it's the flipping World Cup. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. This is just how things are. Um, let's see. So okay, so look, man. Let's just look at these previews now, man. Kawhi is that dude, man. Kawhi is that dude, and I will be paying very close attention to what he does for the Clippers. So Liverpool against Tottenham. Actually, let's actually build up. So, so Arsenal at home to Crystal Palace. Arsenal home to Crystal Palace. Oh, and wow. So Arsenal are on 15 points. Crystal Palace are on 14 points. And this is a game that I think can really go either way. This is a game that can really, really go either way. Because Arsenal, they're definitely much better at home than they are away from home. But I think Crystal Palace are definitely a side that can definitely cause them some issues. So, tell me what you think the score will be in the comments below. But, if I say Arsenal, Crystal Palace, it could be 3-2 to Arsenal. Something sounds like either a 3-2 or maybe even a 2-1. Or a 1-0 to Arsenal, maybe a 1-0. But I do think that there'll be goals in the game. So maybe like a 2-1 to Arsenal, maybe seems about right. I think they will just about do it. But Palace are definitely a side, especially with Zaha and how they can break and just how sketchy that Arsenal the defense and how much space they give you. I think Palace can definitely try and say something. So, and again, this speaks to my inconsistency, which I think could potentially, hopefully, maybe help your boys Chelsea. Is that Palace could beat them, and I think if Palace then beat them, I think that looks good for Chelsea. So Chelsea right now, 20, not bad. 16, 17, 18. So even if Arsenal win, they'll still be 2 points behind. Things are looking close, man. Things are looking close. So, but yeah, I think you're for Arsenal. I say they get that W, man. Now, Norwich against Man United. So, this is the battle of relegation because Norwich are only 3 points behind Man United. And if this was several years ago, how is 2-2 an Arsenal loss? That makes no sense there, bro. Someone just wrote 2-2 Arsenal loss. So this is a relegation dogfight that we have here, and I'm not even joking because people say, "Oh, don't look at the flipping thing." Norwich are on. I don't know whether you can. Can you see that? Oh no, I don't think you can see that. Norwich are on 7 points. United are on 10 points. Now, I wasn't that great at maths. I was mathematically a brick, but still, 7, 10, 8, 9, 10. They are 3 points behind. So if Norwich were to beat them, United would be in serious trouble. Wait, is Pookie playing? Is Pookie playing? I want to know whether Pookie is playing. Away from home. You see, for me, this has draw written all over it. This has a 1-1 draw written all over it, man. And it's not in United's best interest to draw. United have to win. They have to win. They have to win. They have to win. So, Martial is back. Well, look, if Martial is back and your boy Rashford is back as well, I think. But if I was gonna 1-1, man, I think United have to win. If United win, I think they will probably be still like a 1-0. But something just tells me it's gonna be a 1-0. But for United better pray. They better pray and hope. pray and hope that that they don't take an L. Because if United take an L, man, like if United lose, Solskjaer has to really think long and hard about just, what, let me just hand in my resignation. You might as well, man. So Liverpool and Tottenham. Liverpool against Tottenham. This has a Liverpool win written all over it. All over it. But what chances do Tottenham have? What chances do Tottenham have in this game? Do Tottenham have any chance in this game? Because Tottenham, even if they won their game in midweek, I still don't trust this team. I still feel this team is on a decline. And I think, because look, if we look at this right now, so let's bring up the table. So Tottenham are currently 10th. They're currently 10th. So if Wolves win and United win, it ain't looking pretty. It will not look pretty for Tottenham. So although right now already, so Tottenham already 7 points. They're currently 8 points from top 4. So it ain't looking great for them right now. So, but I just think away from home, Liverpool at Anfield, I'm not sure how Tottenham can beat them. But if Tottenham are to stand a chance, they have to be very, very strong defensively. Very strong defensively. And this is my thing right now. Do you play Harry Kane in this game? Would Harry Kane be thingy? Liverpool will dominate possession. Liverpool will control the game. Liverpool will come out and attack. And Liverpool will leave space in behind. So if Tottenham now want to counter, and I want them to counter fast to catch Liverpool on the break, is Kane going to be useful in that situation? I know. People say, oh, why are you hating on Kane? You hate white people, you're a racist, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't give a damn. Okay. I'm only here to speak fact. Look, if it's a penalty, Kane all day. That is his strength. Like, his greatest strength is this guy is bloody amazing at penalties. He's definitely one of the most accurate, best penalty takers in the world. So, but in a counter-attack, and Tottenham want to counter these dudes quick, how useful is Kane? Surely it would be better to have Lucas Moura, Son, and so forth in there. And for Liverpool, I suppose Salah is fit. I suppose everyone is fit, and everyone is fit and healthy. I expect Liverpool should take care of business. They should take care of business, man. And I just think that there will be too much. Like, all Liverpool have to worry about is not getting caught on the break. Obviously defending free kicks and everything, but I think mainly not getting caught on the break, But I think if Liverpool can just get Mane and Salah in good positions, that's all they need to do. Just get them in good positions, get that passing in pockets right. I think if you're doing against a team that are low on confidence and a Tottenham defense that are looking that great, you've got to ride with them. And I think for Liverpool City now, they know that with City winning, they know that they've got to keep up the momentum and maintain that 6 points barrier. Because if, let's say, they draw, it's now 4 points now. And that 4 points can easily be 3, could easily be 2. So it is very important for Liverpool is keep the momentum, keep that distance, man. So I mean, if scoreline, I might say 2-0 to Liverpool. I am inclined to say 2-0. I was going to say 2-1, but I'm inclined to say 2-0 to Liverpool. when are Spurs winning a serious trophy? Oh, they need to change managers. Simple as that. They need to 100% change managers, because if they don't, then those guys are completely screwed, man. Oh, 2-2. Two. So do you really see Tottenham scoring 2 goals at Anfield? I don't really think so. 2-1. So wow. So people actually think that Tottenham can actually either get a win or get a draw. My view on Poch. He ain't as good a manager as I thought he was. And I think that is the honest assessment. He's not as good a manager as I thought he was. I think what he did with such little resources last season for Tottenham, it was amazing. It was great. But there comes a time when, as a manager, you have to make critical decisions. Very important decisions. And these decisions pretty much are what are going to pretty much define you. They're going to define you as a manager. And Pochettino will never, ever be able to live down his decision in that Champions League final. Never. Benching Lucas Moura and starting Harry Kane. Never. Like, after he did that, I was like, I can never, ever respect you as a manager anymore. That is such a bum-ass, brick-like, stupid decision to make. It's a stupid decision to make. So I think how he did it, why he did it, stupid. Completely and utterly stupid, man. So yeah, look, guys, I am going to get back onto more Psycho. But I am currently watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, man. Because I've watched it, but I want to watch it from the very beginning. So I've just been watching it from the very start. And yeah, look, man, it's because I've always been more of a Star Trek guy than a Star Wars guy. I was never a Star Wars fan. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but if it's between Star Trek and Star Wars, I'm definitely getting Star Trek. And Next Generation is engage. We draw the line here. Picard is damn good, man. Although Kirk is the GOAT, man. Captain Kirk is still the GOAT. I respect Picard, and Picard is amazing, but thing is the GOAT. But yeah, man, I'm probably tomorrow, maybe during the day or in the evening, I'm gonna get back into doing Mob Psycho 100. Sorry, boys. Yeah, you have to explain. It says Sarri Ball is overrated. Why is Sarri Ball overrated? Based on what? Just say, oh. Yo, bro, wait, are you talking about season 1 for Mob Psycho? There's no way I can. That song is impossible to sing. I think I said to people, like, I watched the first episode of Naruto, and I know that I need to obviously think more. I had no bloody idea what the hell was happening. I had no flipping bloody idea what the hell was happening, man. But maybe I need to read it more. I was like, so this guy's a ninja. He's blonde. He's got like whiskers. He looks like a cat. I was like, wait. I was like, what the hell is happening? And like, they were arguing with some dude and another ninja or something, and he sort of disappears and appears and everything. I was like, bro, and also, I think he wears like an orange jumpsuit. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, obviously, it was more than episode 1, but just like after the episode, I was like, I have no idea what the hell is happening, But I also do like Demon Slayer as well. Demon Slayer is cool, but I have to decide either Demon Slayer or Mob Psycho. But I've got to go. I've got to ride with Mob Psycho because it just looks bloody. It's only like, I think the Japanese sense of humor is like right down my alley, And people have been talking a lot about this. Is this My Hero Academia, or is that the right name? My Hero Academia. I think a lot of people have been talking about that, like the whole My Hero Yeah, Academia. So I may check that one out, man. Well, wait, so you're saying Juve should already sack Sarri? Guys, give Sarri some chance, man. People say, okay, Sarri ball is overrated. This and that. Give him a bit of chance, man. But I think what I actually find interesting though is that, because I know what the appeal of anime is to me. Even if I never really got into anime, I just watched it from afar, and now I'm sort of kind of getting into it. But my main thing is that for Western audiences, what is it about anime that really appeals? Because for me, I've always said, like, look, anime is hit and miss. I hate Pixar, and I'm probably one of the few guys that actually hates Pixar. There isn't a single Pixar film that I love. The only Pixar film that I like is Toy Story 1. And even that is like, yeah, it's cool. But how corny and cheesy it is, I really don't like Pixar films, man. I don't. And I think for anime, even if some anime can be a bit wild and a bit crazy, it's way more creative and they take a lot more risks. You know, they take a lot more risks. And I think, okay, yeah, that's one of the story. I think the way they tell the stories is a lot more detailed. Like the stories in Pixar things are very plain. But I think because in Japanese culture, because I've even been to Japan, I think in Japan, like, and this was even, I think Todd McFarlane. So Todd McFarlane, he's the artist that did Spawn. He's the guy that did Spawn, and he said, like, look, the way that people look at comic books and in Japan is very different. Like, see, comics and cartoons here are looked at, oh, that's just stuff for kids. Although it's slightly changing, but in the West, it's still look for stuff for kids. But in Japan, comics are like books, are like literature. So if you see on a train a guy reading like a comic book or something, it's like, oh, no, this is like a book. And anime and stuff are like, you see, anime in Japan are like their films. Anime in Japan are like their films. So, but for me, I say no, I don't like. See, Pixar, I respect Pixar for the quality of animation is amazing. I always say the quality of the animation. I just don't find the stories interesting. And for me, it seems it's very repetitive because all the stories have this, they still have the same kind of, oh, how sweet, oh, no, let's make you cry, the same kind of aesthetic. Attack on Titan is completely different from One Punch Man. And flipping Demon Slayer is completely different from Mob Psycho 100. And that's just the thing, like, cause I've now watched like either watched or in the middle of like 3 or 4 different anime shows, and they're totally different. Even if I prefer some to the others, they are so different. How different really is Toy Story, Up, Inside Out, Wall-E, Ratatouille, Cars, flipping, what's the other thing called, man? Toy Story. Yeah, I mean, they're all the same. It's like they're all pretty much the same. It's like they're not really that different, man. So hey, listen, let me hit up this super chat right now, man. So from Daniel Young, but speaking of which, yeah, I thank you for reminding me. I need to watch Ninja Scroll. That has been something that has been escaping me for ages. I need to watch Ninja Scroll. So, Daniel Young, thank you for the $2 super chat there from Daniel Young. Daniel Young, thank you very much, Dad. What do you like about CONCACAF? How can it improve? I think in CONCACAF, I think the football is a lot more attacking. So teams are ready to really go at each other. So the games are much more exciting. So even if the individual quality isn't the same as, let's say, which we'll get in African football, European football, or South American football, I think the games are still very entertaining to watch. And how it's going to improve is I think individuals, better coaching, and just tactics, being much more better tactically disciplined. So if you combine the tactical discipline with having better coaching for the youths, because I'm sure the talent is there. Trust me, the talent is there, either in a Jamaica or in America or even a thing. Oh, obviously Mexico as well. I think for like Mexico, they have the talent. They just need better tactical coaching for them to go deeper into a World Cup. And I think that is how that thingy can flow. Yeah, cool. All right. I have seen Death Note. I've seen Death Note, bro. Oh no, no, yeah, no. I mean, that's I've not seen Dragon Ball Z in ages now. You see now, Dragon Ball Z now. That was probably the first one that I sort of like properly watched, man. And my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z is still Frieza. You know, obviously like Kakarot. You know, Vegeta. I mean, Vegeta is. I think I just found Vegeta a bit scary and quite funny. But definitely the best character was Frieza. Like I just thought that Frieza was just slightly insane, and I just think his whole insane nature is just what's made him very interesting, man. So, oh yeah, Trunks was that guy with pink hair. Yeah, he was. No, the guy was. Yeah, no. You know, I just found Trunks a bit weird, man. I just found Trunks a bit weird. But the funny thing though is that I think I first watched Dragon Ball Z at my friend's place, but he had the Japanese one. And the Japanese Dragon Ball Z is different from the English one. And I swear to you, maybe I'm wrong, in the Japanese one, I swear they used to fight for like about 3 hours. The fights were so much more longer than the other ones. So, yeah. You know, yeah, I mean, watch that. So wait, so Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that's a film? Or is that like, because I keep seeing it on Netflix. So is that a series, a short thing, or is that an actual film? But I mean, if it's a film, yeah, man, I'll give it a watch, man. I'll give it a watch. You know, I mean, what's it called? I mean, I did my thingy on Death Note again, guys. If you know, Half Up Thoughts, hit me. That's my other YouTube channel where I do all my intimate stuff, and I did a review of it on the Half Up Thoughts, which is my other YouTube channel. The first half of Death Note, what I thought was bloody good. I didn't like the second half. I think when you had L and the other dude, so just that first half and half towards, I was like, oh no, this is like really interesting, you know. But I just thought that in a second half, because I don't want to give it away, but obviously when that's kind of when that big incident happens, not to give away any spoilers, it wasn't really as strong, man. You know, it really wasn't. Not really was it as strong. I think someone said about best cartoon. The best cartoon of all time is Tom and Jerry. Taking everything into account, Tom and Jerry is genius. That cartoon is genius. Obviously, like I love Mr. Popo is racist, by the way. So I still don't know what the hell what's happening there. Mr. Popo is racist, but it's like I love Top Cats. You know, I love Flintstones. I love Ren and Stimpy. Not many people know, but see, Ren and Stimpy is a nice undercut thingy. But Tom and Jerry is the best cartoon of all time. Best cartoon of all time. Nothing beats Tom and Jerry. So from Abdi Hassan, Dragon Ball Z greatest anime of all time, in my opinion. Your top 3 is. You see, for me, thank you very much for your super chat, Abdi Hassan. I'm also getting into it. Dragon Ball Z has to definitely be up to 100%. Like, it's the cultural impact that it had was too great. I've got to put in One Punch Man in there as well. I think already you got to put One Punch Man there as well. And if I had to pick a third, let me get back to you on that. You know, and let me get back to you because I think for me, Attack on Titan, I am going to try and watch that second season and just see what's happening. You know, and give it a chance for the second season. I want to see what Demon Slayer is saying. I want to see what Mob Psycho is saying. I wouldn't put a Death Note top 3 though. I wouldn't put that in my top 3. So I think for the 2, you can definitely lock in Dragon Ball Z and One Punch Man. Because I say, like, One Punch Man for me is amazing. Like, I call it a masterpiece. Like, Saitama is an insane character. One of the greatest characters of all time is Moomin Rider. I mean, Moomin Rider is his blood. Like, when you have me laughing out loud, then you've definitely had me, man. You've definitely had me if you have me laughing out loud, man. Because there are some bits with Moomin Rider where I literally screamed out laughing and had to pretty much rewind all the time, man. So yeah, for me, One Punch Man is amazing. Like, the animation, the characterization, the story, the comedy, the execution, superb. All right, let me hit this other super chat here. Oh, Jonas Philbeck, man. Jonas Philbeck, a Patreon member, man. Jonas Philbeck supporting your boy on Patreon. Who was better, Vieira or Makalele? That's unfair. That's unfair because different roles. Vieira is if you just ask me straight, of course Vieira is. Like, Vieira was arguably one of the, like, because whenever I'm actually building my great team, whenever I'm always building my great team, I always have Vieira in my great team, because Vieira could tackle, he could pass, he could dominate the game, he could hustle, and he could also score as well. So he could pretty much do everything. So he was like Kante before Kante. But Mekelele was amazing for his role. For that specific role that he was about, it was amazing. So I think it is unfair to compare both of them because they had different roles. What would be better is Vieira and Kante, who is better? Or Vieira and Pogba, who is better? That would be far more interesting. Or Mekelele and Busquets, or Mekelele and Casemiro. That would be much more better. Because I think whenever we look at midfielders, people just want to just say, okay, central midfielder versus central midfielder. But I think you have to look at role. You have to see DM versus DM, box to box versus box to box. Central midfielder, it's again, like, you see Verratti versus Cruz. That's interesting. Verratti beats his flipping ass all day, every day. That's probably, if that was a football battle, that's probably like a 5-0 football battle by your boy. So again, like, you could argue maybe Dybala, David Silva. You could argue, you could rule there as well. But if you're putting me on the spot, Vieira, Mekelele, I'm going Vieira all day, every day. Vieira was, and even whenever people talk about Vieira, Lampard, Scholes, Gerrard, if you just take all of these guys all together, okay. I mean, I'll get to Toure. Scholes technically was the best for technical ball skills. He was the best, but the best central midfielder overall is Vieira, because Vieira had everything. Vieira had everything. Gerrard couldn't control the game as well as Vieira could. Lampard couldn't tackle as well as Vieira could. Scholes couldn't hustle, and get down and dirty or tackle as well as Vieira could. So Vieira could do all those things in one. There was always an aspect that either a Scholes, Gerrard, or a Lampard were not really very good at. Vieira was good at all of those things. So that's my thing. I mean, Vieira was that dude. Like, and again, this is maybe another discussion to be had. Who is the best Premier League central midfielder of all time? That's a tough one. Yaya Toure is sitting about Yaya, and for me, and I'm not really big on how consistent were you for over years, but Yaya Toure only really had like a 2-3 year stint. For those, and that's but the crazy thing, like, for those 2 years, Yaya Toure was arguably the best midfielder that the Premier League has ever seen. So let's even do this way. In terms of your peak, at your peak, no Premier League midfielder had a better season than Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure had the best season, the best singular season for a central midfielder in the Premier League. That's how you can roll. Like what he was doing, it was basically the kinds of goals he was scoring, what he was doing as an individual was insane. Absolutely insane. I said 20 goals for a season? That's crazy. The guy was doing 20 goals bro, whoever. Please tell me you're trolling by saying Henderson. Please tell me you're trolling by Henderson. I get it. He's a Champions League winner. He's doing amazing. Henderson isn't in this conversation, bro. We're talking about the greatest central midfielders in the Premier League. Henderson is not in this conversation. He's not in this conversation whatsoever. He's not. No. But like Yaya in that, I think because he did it twice. He did it twice. Oh, thank God, Marvin. Thank you for trolling. At least you admitted that you were trolling. But yeah, I mean, no. It was quality, man. Absolute, complete, utter quality. Let's even switch this thing up, man. Main cam. There we go. All right. Yeah, man. No. Like that season that your boy had, madness, man. That season that Yaya Toure had was amazing. So this is what I say, like, in terms of just a single season, bruh. And that's why I was just like, if only he had been able to maintain it. If only he had been able to maintain it, that would have been. Then we would then talk about Yaya Toure, in much greater regard, you know. That's and that's the thing. Just that it was just unfortunate that he was not really able to really maintain that kind of quality, you know. So, is De Ligt overrated, man? Bruh, look, man, you can't blame him for that handball, you know. And I know that as of right now, De Ligt is having things pretty tough. He's having things pretty tough for him right now, you know. It ain't easy. It ain't easy for the dude, man. But I think that, you know what, he'll come through. Hopefully he'll come through it. Hopefully he'll come through it, man. You know, that's my hope, man. But I think that he might have been a bit too hyped, you know, and because I mean. Part of me says that should he have stayed in Ajax a few more seasons? But because again, for me, I think, like, you know, as a defender, you only really hit your mark like in your 20s, like mid-20s, late 20s. That's always when you hit your mark. But then if you're De Ligt, this is a very rare chance to move to a big club. Because what if he stayed at Ajax and then he had like a really crappy season afterwards? You know, that's the thing. Who's going to win that Golden Boy award? That's I mean, who I think should win. I think maybe Sancho should win it. But who will they give it to? That's the thing, is like, who will they give it to? That's a really good question. I don't know. I really don't know who they'll give it to. They're not going to give it to Guendouzi. I don't think his profile is big enough. If they give it to João Felix, that'll just be cheesy. So, but I do believe that it's probably going to be between João Felix and Sancho. But I don't think there is anyone apart from Sancho where it's mixed. I think Sancho is the only one where, like, it makes sense to give it to Sancho. you know, it's it just makes the most sense to give it to Sancho. Um, because I think like he's really been able to like his impact for Dortmund as a young player is greater than the impact that any other young player has had for their team. Why is this thing being all sketchy, bro? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out some. All right, let me video capture device. All right. So, my guys, if you're in here, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button right now. Hit that like button right now, guys. Hit that like button right now, guys. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Okay, I think we're now smoother now. Yeah, because it was sort of like getting a bit slower now. BMS, so look, man, if there are any other animes that you guys want to recommend for your boy, hit me up, man. Hit me up. Any other animes you want to recommend for your boy, hit me up right now. Hit me up right now. Hit me up right now. I'm always ready to learn about all of that new stuff, man. Because I'm thinking tomorrow whether to watch Terminator Dark Fates before the Liverpool Tottenham game. You know, just get it over and done because I really don't want to watch that Terminator thing, man. I really don't. Yeah, Zadam. Well, wait, was it really an open goal? Really? Was it really an open goal? Come on, man. You know, it was an open. How open was it really? You know, how open was the goal really? So, people need to just stop it. Like, look, I said for Hazard, bro. I mean, I am worried that it could be a flop of his season. And what I'm worried about is that I think Hazard doesn't even really care. That's just the thing that is shocking me the most. That I actually don't think the dude actually cares, man. Guys, while you're here, please take a gander. If you haven't already, sub to my other YouTube channel, man. That's the link. Sub to my other YouTube channel, guys. That is the link right there. That is the link right there. Sub to my other YouTube channel, man. One Piece. Shokugeki no Soma. Why? What is that? That sounds very exotic. Shokugeki no Soma. What's that? Yeah, look. I mean, it is. I mean, going from the Dutch league to the a bottom of the Italian league is tough. And De Ligt even said it himself that he didn't realize just how tough it was in the Italian league. And I think he even said that even in his first training session, he was shocked by how, like, I was like, wow, man, things are tough around here, boy. Like, things are really tough. So look, man, I mean, it's a very steep learning curve for him. And I think that after this season, he's gonna become a better defender after this season. And I think that just how difficult it will be for him, I think is what's going to help him a lot. It's going to help him a lot. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the support, Mr. T. Carlos, man. Thank you, bro. I try my best to do stuff for you guys. So actually, let me even ask you guys. So just I always want to just keep things improving and keep things. So, what do you guys like more? The shows. So the live shows, the previews and reviews, the different shows like Football Dugouts, Sunday Hangouts, which are the ones, which is the pieces of content that you guys sort of like the most specifically. Yep, Sergio, tell them, man, hit those likes. If you're in here, hit those likes. Hit those likes. Get those likes in. Get those likes in, man. Get those likes in, man. Get those flipping likes in right now. That's it. HH, would you date a white girl? Why wouldn't I date a white girl? Now, I would never have kids with a white girl, but that's a personal decision. But I've never really understood people who only date women of a particular race. I find that insane. And vice versa. Women who only date men of a particular race. That's flipping insane. I think the whole beauty of the world is you get a different experience with women from a different background, man. That's what makes it interesting, man. Yeah, man. Fan pack life, man. No, yeah, basically, let me even answer those two things, man. Fan pack life, I want to try and bring it back. So that's why I keep on trying to say to Terry, let's bring this thing back, man. Let's bring this damn thing back, because that was a lot of fun. And so many people loved it. Like, Fan Pack Life was flipping hilarious. The amount of songs that we created, the amount of different things that we had, the amount of back and forth, the arguments we had, it was hilarious. I was like, guys, let us bring that thing back. That thing was flipping hilarious, man. Can you do, yeah, on Twitch, basically on Twitch, I try and play games, basically, a relaxation of, I just do like a chilled out chat, and then playing games. But all the watch-alongs, because I can't do them on YouTube, I do all the watch-alongs on Twitch. So I might, that's a good point. Thank you for reminding me, man. I'll probably do a watch-along for the Liverpool-Tottenham game. Man. So, yep, I'll probably do that. So on Twitch, catch your boy on Twitch, and I'll do a live watch-along for the Liverpool-Tottenham game, man. So you can watch it avec moi, and we can react together, yeah? So James, James, what is Outlast? Is that on the PlayStation or on the Xbox? Look, I tell you, man, maybe this may sound cheap, like every country has beautiful women and everything, and I would say, like, Nigerian women, but Colombians, bro, I mean, those Colombian women are. Aloha, Josh. Welcome. What's going down? No, Fan Pack Live was funny, man. Fan Pack Live was flipping funny, man. It was flipping funny, man. No, I mean, basically funding. The guys who were funding Fan Pack, I think that they ran out of funding for the studio they were in, and then they just decided to go a different route. But for me, I would say, like, if they had invested more and put all the chips into that Fan Pack Live, that show would have gone to a place. And if they'd really promoted it, put enough money into it, that thing would have gone. Because what they don't realize is that a lot of people, especially the younger kids and thingy, they're not watching BBC, they're not watching Sky. They're watching guys like me, like Terry, and all these other dudes. That's who they could. See, no, what do you mean I couldn't stand Drifty? I love Drifty, man. I love everyone, man. I love everyone. I had no beef with anybody. I agreed with everyone, but I had no beef with everyone. But yeah, it's good that you guys are likings of the Football Dogger, man. That is nice, man. That is very good, man. That is very good. But yeah, that's it for me. I never understood this, and I think, now correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong here, but it always seems as if, like, white guys are more into, like, stick thin model woman, and I think black guys are more into the thicker woman. And I've never really understood the appeal of, like, size 0 model woman. I've never understood that, man. It's been odd, really, really odd, you know. Um, yeah, look, as KCX even says that most teenagers, most young people right now, they're watching the YouTube stuff. I think the people on YouTube, they can connect with them. Like you're looking at like a Nini FC, expressions, rants, and so forth. These are individuals and personalities that can connect with you. There are no personalities on James. Easy, come on, James, man. That's below the belt, man. That's below the belt. That's that they can really connect with. Um, Also, I don't know whether so where you guys are. Let me even ask this question. I don't know whether this is true. If you're walking down the street and you see like a Japanese woman, or an Asian woman, but mainly a Japanese woman, is it me or is it 9 times out of 10 the guy they're with is a white dude? Because trust me, I've the amount of times I see a Japanese woman and a white dude is crazy. It's flipping crazy. You know, something is definitely happening in there, man. But okay. No. Trust me. White guys love Japanese women, man. They are obsessed with Japanese women, man. You know, they love that, man. Like they love Japanese women like a lot, man. You know, it's crazy. It is crazy, man. So, look, man. That's for me. Look, I don't know whether you want to go there, but that's a whole different conversation as to how much like the Japanese culture revere white women and how even if you look at stuff like Final Fantasy, look at Legend of Zelda, the obsession with like white, blonde, blue eyes, all that kind of stuff, man. You know, what the hell, Adaj? What would you date a woman who can grow facial hair? Do you know what my greatest nightmare is? This is one of my biggest nightmares, and I've been having this recurring nightmare for a long time, and I pray it never happens. My nightmare is I'm with this woman. It's really great, man. Blah blah. We're going amazing. It's all that kind of stuff. We're in there. We're doing all that kind of stuff, you know. And then I look down, and she has it. Like, I am terrified of that happening to me. You know, that I looked at and she has it, and she has one. Like, if that happened to me, that would so scar me for life. I don't actually know. I don't know how I actually don't know how I would operate. Like, because I'd scream, I'd tear my eyeballs out, and you know what? I would just basically I would commit myself into Arkham Asylum. You know, I do mean so to Arkham Asylum. I know what Two Girls One Cup is, and I ain't watching it, bro. Thank you. Um, yeah, man, it's. I don't look. Remember, look. We are in this hashtag Me Too era and everything. Like, I have no beef whatsoever with transvestites or anything. I really don't. I'm not one of these guys who's transfer. Like, for me, I'm like, I wouldn't call myself a liberal because I hate liberal people because liberal people make me sick. But I'm like, whatever you want to do you do whatever the hell you want to do, man. Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, Thailand is about that life, man. Yep, I've heard that Thailand is about that. Thailand and Brazil. In Thailand and Brazil, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful what that's about, man. Wait, what is Extinction Rebellion? What is Extinction Rebellion? I mean, that sounds familiar. Extinction Rebellion. I've sort of heard that from somewhere. Oh, yo, a Patreon, man. So basically, there are 3 tiers to being a Patreon. There's the brick tier, which is $1 a month. There's the first team tier, which is $5 a month, and there's the star player tier, which is $10 a month. So for $1 a month, you get 1 blog post each day. 1 blog post each day, and just as a thank you. For the $5 tier, you get several blog posts a day, plus you also get certain videos. You get an early access to certain videos before I put them onto YouTube. For a few videos, so you'll get them first before YouTube. And for the $10 tier, you get blog posts, and then you also get exclusive videos, and you can also view the lens feature, which are the short 12-second videos that they have, man. So actually, let me even ask you guys this, man. If you could, would you have several wives? Or would you just stick to the one wife? Because apparently, I think this Ronaldinho is legally married to 2 women. Like, Ronaldinho is legally married to 2 women, which I think, for me, I think that is brilliant, man. Because think about, and look, I have no beef with people that, are, you're loyal to one woman and everything, and that's great. But here's my argument. If you get married to one woman and they're 2 very different women, for one point you're like, my God, man, I am getting very bored with this certain woman. So just say, you know what, I'm going on a break to see my other wife. And you can now have the other wife for a few weeks. And when you now get bored of that wife, you now go to the other wife. So what you have are so you will never get bored. So you'll never get bored. So I think that is cool, man. But see, that's funny thing. Okay, you say that's wrong, but why is that? Okay, why is it? So see, this is interesting. Why is it wrong to have 2 wives? Is it wrong because the Bible says it's wrong? Is it wrong because society says it's wrong? Sometimes all because we grew up with what society tells us doesn't mean that it's necessarily right. For so long, society said that black people were inferior to white people and they were stupid. For so long, people thought that women shouldn't drive, that women shouldn't even be allowed to vote, that women shouldn't be allowed to make films. For so long, we had all these crazy things of treating people and everything. So human beings are in the be all and the end of everything, and we are constantly evolving into what is right and what is wrong. So the whole notion of being married, why should everyone be married? Married based on what? So I just think that, look, obviously, ideally, in an ideal world, what you want is your soulmate. And I think that because again, because it's very rare, but for those people who find that one woman, it's amazing. Because that's your soulmate, that's somebody that's your ride or die, that's somebody that you fully connect with, and that's like your best friend. But I look at Hugh Hefner, man. I'm just looking at Hugh Hefner. I mean, like, Hugh Hefner, Hugh Hefner is living a big, man. Oh man, oh Damn, I have a splitting headache, man. So, guys, I think we're gonna sort of round this off, man. So Sunday, man. So let me get this straight. So there are 3 games at 4:30. 3 games at 4:30 on Sunday. That's gonna be crazy. Why couldn't they move either the Arsenal game or the United game to 2 p.m.? That makes no sense. So the 2 p.m. game, I think it's Wolves against Newcastle. So that's just bad organization, man. Bad organization. So basically Sunday. So if you've not followed me on Twitch, follow your boy on Twitch right now. Let me even give you guys the little thing right now. I will be doing a live watch along of the Liverpool Tottenham game on my Twitch. Yeah, I'll be doing it on my Twitch. So let me give you on my Twitch. Let me give my Twitch. So this is the link to my Twitch, man. So basically, yeah. So 4:30, Liverpool Tottenham. Join me. Bring a meal. Bring a thingy. Josh, you need to tell me how to make these flipping badges and stuff, man. Yeah, look, Josh, if you could tell me how to make these badges, it will very much be helpful. So send me a message on Twitter or something and try to guide me how to make a badge. So guys, I'll see you guys Sunday at 4:30 live on Twitch, and I'll see you guys on this YouTube platform 11 p.m. for the Sunday hangouts. Peace out, stay true, stay real, and I'm out.